What's up? Hey, welcome to the channel. This is obviously gonna be something different we've done. Never done this before. Typically we do a sit down and we talk, but obviously this is more like a vlog. I've been talking about subject to a little bit, so I wanted to take you to a property that we actually got subject to the existing financing, and let me just show you guys what it looked like. Let's talk about it. So this is it. This is a property we got subject to existing financing. And if you haven't watched my video talking about sub 2, you might want to get in there and take a look at it. But we bought this property subject to. We took over the finance. I mean, we took over the notes. That's essentially what subject to is. Don't have any, I don't think there's any power in it right now. It could be. No, I don't see any power. Okay, so just walk through. Obviously we got contractors coming through and fixing it up. This particular property, you can see we had a bomb in here. Yeah, something, huh? What was we trying to kill? I don't know what we was trying to kill. Anything, really. That's what we're trying to kill, anything. So the blinds all original, flooring all original. This property don't need a lot of rehab, as you can see. Look, we had some people come through, change out the light fixtures. That's after a period of time. We had a tenant in this particular property for a while. All right, this is the kitchen. We didn't do anything nice to the kitchen because the house was really livable shape, right? So cooktop, that's probably the main things we probably need to do to spruce it up. But what we're gonna do to this particular property is owner financing. That means just take a down payment, give a loan to somebody that's not loanable. Backyard out there. Literally fix some big issues and really left all the cosmetic stuff alone for the most part. Here's 1 bedroom. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. We got all this bathroom stuff in here, and I'm gonna show you exactly what they did. The flooring is still original, right? We got the foundation done. Maybe I need to go take a look at the other side of it, but got the foundation done. Obviously this is all old stuff from the bathroom. We just had contractors come in here and redo the shower a little bit, right? It was a leak in that last tub in that other room, and everything behind it was starting to get evidence of moisture, right? We don't say the M word, we just say evidence of moisture. And we had to tear all of that out, and then we put this new shower in here, new shower head right there. Going to get that trim painted white so it looked decent, but not a bad property. Like I said, we haven't really did much of anything. We fixed the foundation. That shower was the nicest thing we've ever done to this particular property. You see these little holes in the wood, right? The foundation was separated from the house. So on this particular property, the foundation and the house, the brick mortar is actually on 2 different slabs. So what ended up happening is in that process, it was kind of separating from each other. So when you walk in the house, there was actually like the floor was dipping, but when you looked on the outside of the house, nothing was wrong with the brick and mortar. So from the outside, the property looked perfect. But once we got in here and we started looking at it, we tried to owner finance it as is. We couldn't because nobody wanted that issue. So what we did, we just had some contractors come in and start fixing this foundation, right? Started drilling those holes right there. And what they did, since the foundation was on, since the foundation and the house was on 2 different slabs, essentially they just jacked this slab up in the inside, and all they had to do is put holes in the floor and jack it up. Essentially like pump it up. It's pretty cool. This is the master bedroom, right? You see those same holes right there? They came through. I don't know if it's over here or not. No, it's not over here. But you got 3 right there. They just came through and did that for us. Master closet, not really big. I'm gonna put some keels in here. Master shower right there. Nothing very, very nice, but essentially we acquired this particular property. So just give you a breakdown on numbers on this particular property. It was actually a pretty good one because on numbers, typically a bad sub 2, And shoot, you can reference in another video. A bad sub 2 is when you come out of pocket a lot of money, right? This particular sub 2, it needs some work, but essentially this is like as is condition. We could rent this particular property out for $1,250, $1,300 a month, right? The mortgage is about $900 a month. Isn't too bad cash flow as is condition. Now, if we wanted to come in and really spruce it up, we could probably rent it out for a little bit more. But why do that, right? From my perspective, why would I do that? Just come in here, live with the bare minimum, and put a tenant in here. They're gonna love this particular place, right? Because it's a decent house, nice 2-car garage, laundry room. Just got a lot of stuff that you would love to have inside a home. And right, it is a home. It got a big, nice backyard, right? So it got some nice things for this particular property. But we've been able to acquire it, and you can't really beat it, man. You can't really beat it. Nice big backyard, country living out in Flint, Texas, right outside of Tyler, Texas. We've done a lot of deals out here in East Texas. One of the secondary markets right outside of DFW, about 2 hours outside of DFW. So decent little market out here. But essentially this particular property, we were all in on this particular property. I want to say about, I'll say around 14, 15 grand, right? We gave the sellers a little bit of money. They were behind on their mortgage, probably about 5 or 6 months, at $900 a month. So it wasn't anything crazy. Then the mortgage is only $900. We put a little bit of money into it, and eventually we got it sold. Or we put a tenant in there. The tenant stayed. Perfect timing. The reason why I say that is because the house appreciated since the last time we bought it. When we bought it, it was worth probably around $125, $130. Now the particular property is worth about $150. Now obviously we got to probably put a little bit more money into it to get that particular prime price, but that's what you like about real estate, right? Somebody staying here, they rent it out, they pay us cash flow. Obviously we got to take care of any issues that happen, but in 2 short years the property appreciated. We gained almost 20 grand from just holding the property, putting the tenant in there and cash flowing. That's the best thing about it. And while somebody's staying here, we're getting the mortgage pay down on it as well. So it was just a great property for us, a great deal for us. But essentially you want to do a lot of these. You want to do a lot of these, right? Because if you do a lot of these, mortgage $900, rent for $1,250, $1,300 a month, maybe owner finance it, right? Look at that. That's the backyard. Come with some country living, right? Get you some barbecues, everything you possibly want in a house, you got it here, right? So it's just ideal, man. It's just ideal. It worked for us. Hopefully you guys can get a little bit more of these, or get some sub 2s in your belt. Roof's not too old. It was replaced probably 5 years before we bought it. But since that tree is there, obviously we got streaks on it. But we've had the insurance take a look at that roof plenty of times to let us know if it needed to be replaced or not. But this is just a subject to. I want to tell you guys about it. We call this, in the condition that it's in, we call this seasoning, right? We call this seasoning. And the reason why we call it seasoning is because we're not doing a lot to the property, right? We're not doing a lot to this particular property. This isn't a house that I would say that I would want to live in, right? Is it livable? Absolutely. But I wouldn't necessarily say this is a house I want to live in. So understand that it's pretty decent, but we call this seasoning. So we're not going to go in here. When I say seasoning, that means we're not going to put a lot of money into it to expect to get a lot of money down. What you're going to see if anybody has about $8,000 to $10,000 down. We'll charge probably 7-8% interest, make monthly cash flow, be in and out. Somebody's already been a tenant in here. We already got majority of our money out of it. So it's just an opportunity for you to win in real estate, get some equity pay down, right? Create a note, turn it into a wrap, owner finance rental. And they can come in here and make it as nice as they want it. But literally all we got to do at this particular point is get the trash out of here, and this thing will be ready to go. It'll be ready to go for the next homeowner to actually enjoy home ownership, and we get all the control with zero of the liability, right? That's the best thing about subject to. Hey, so with that being said, hey, thank you guys. Hopefully we can get another video here pretty soon about some other property. Hey, you take care. Keep winning.